How has
Mhm.
like producer theory come into play for you? Like, and if it has come into play, like what have you done with it?
And like the Perusa Fury was the game changer for me, man.
Mm,
Like when I met Fabian and he told me about it, um, like that was the tool that artists that producers were missing to find artists and
hmm
really bridge that gap between artists and producers, because um, if I take myself for example, like I listen to the big guys, like the Travis Scotts, the Drakes, and the Don Tollivers and stuff, but um, as a starting and beginning producer, like they're unreachable. So you gotta find like the artists underneath them, who are still coming up, you know. Um, but the thing is, most of them are still unknown to you as a mainstream listener, So I had no idea where to find them. It was really difficult. Sometimes you come across someone by accident on Spotify or on Instagram or something. Then you can hit them up. But like finding a tool which you can cater to your taste and like the level of artists that you uh, want to reach and like are can realistically expect that you can reach, like that was
hmm
clutch, man. Like that was
Yeah.
like yeah, heaven sent, a lot of placements and just connections that I have right now are from producer theory.
Nice. I was gonna ask a question, totally blanked. So as oh no, you mentioned like reaching out to artists that is like realistic for you to actually get a response from. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And I think a lot of times people just want to skip all of that and wish
yeah.
they could get to whoever they idolize, and it's just like super unrealistic. And who's gonna give you the time of the day because you probably don't have the value that they're looking for anyways. So like, how important is it? I call it building it brick by brick. Like, how important is it to build it brick by brick? Start realistically with artists who you can actually reach out to, build your following, and then like go from there.
It's I think it's the most important thing for a producer to understand, and yeah, because you gotta understand as a producer, like you gotta grow with the artist. You gotta build that artist up, build their sound up, and they're like your biggest marketing and branding tool at the end of the day, Like if the artist blows up, you're gonna blow up as a producer. So I think it's very important to lock in with an artist from at like approximately the same level as you, with the same mindset, the same work ethic, the same kind of sound and taste and that kind of stuff, and just build like
Mm.
crazy, put stuff out there, market it like crazy, and that's the way you climb that ladder, to the bigger artists and the bigger producers. So yeah, it's essential to know, essential.
Mm-hmm. You kind of look at it as I feel like you're talking about it as an investment. Like if you invest time into the right artist, like it'll work out for you. Like at the end of the day, the artist is always the forefront, but the producers are always the background, And what I notice about like producers in general, there are some name I call them name brand producers, like Murder Beats, Young Metro, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Mm-hmm.
there's also like industry producers. Like people may
Mm-hmm.
not know them like in general,
Mm-hmm.
but in the industry, they're very well known. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
If you could imagine yourself being any, which do you think you'd be? You think you'd be a name brand, or you think you'd be an industry producer?
That's a good question, man. I think I dream of being a name brand, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the big dream. But I wouldn't mind starting out as just an industry producer, like in the background, because at the end of the day, like I still think for me the sound is more important. So, and I'm not that type of guy that really needs to uh, be out there a lot. I don't even want to be recognized on the street or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I still don't want that fame, but I just want to work on that great music that the famous artists work on. So I wouldn't mind just staying behind the scenes and working with the big producers for the big artists. But at the same time, I do want to have like an established name for myself. Like when people hear TK, they know it's me. And when people hear the sound, I want them to know like, yeah, that's him.